Good morning and welcome to this short choice-based flow. So it's very early in the morning and I thought it would be nice just to do some stretching and a little bit of meditation and just focus on grounding into this beautiful day. So to begin, we're going to come to a seated position, if that feels good for you and your body. So this can look like any shape that feels right for you right now. So you can be sitting down on the floor, perhaps in a sukhasana or easy pose. You could be sitting on a chair, on a cushion. I have a cushion here, so I'm gonna prop that underneath my sit bones, just for a little bit of added support. And then if it feels right for you, we're just going to close our eyes here. Actually, I'm also going to get a blanket because everything is better with a little bit of extra support and warmth. You can place your hands just gently on your thighs or your legs. And we're just going to breathe in and out. Working with the natural rhythm of our breath here. Allowing whatever arises simply to be. Inhaling, let's slowly begin to roll out our neck. Just moving from left to right. Continuing to breathe. Channeling that beautiful natural grounding breath all the way through the body. And then if you like, you can bring your arms open wide. Just creating some circles with the arms here. This feels great if you've just woken up. Continuing to move with your breath as you make these beautiful motions. And then if you like, just finding a hug, a gentle hug. You can rock back and forwards here. You can stay still. Perhaps you want to make circles, whatever feels good for you here. Just giving yourself a gentle hug. Waking yourself up gently into this morning. Perhaps now is a nice time to set an intention for the day ahead. In Sanskrit, this is called your sankalpa. Perhaps today Today I'm going to feel at ease. Today I'm going to bring some peace into my life. Today I'm going to soften my inner critic. Today, instead of focusing on what's not enough, I'm going to see how much there already is. Whatever it might be for you, just taking this time to set that intention bravely for yourself and bringing that into your day. Today I'm going to love myself, or bring myself some self-acceptance or compassion. When you feel ready, if you like, you can hug your arms. I'm going to place my feet in front of me. If you're sitting on a cushion, you can remove that. If you're sitting on a chair, just coming down onto your mat or the floor. And then I might just turn this way just to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to place a cushion, if you have one, on top of your legs. You can also do this without a cushion, but it's just comfy this way. And then we're going to do the same motion once more. We're going to give ourselves a big hug, wrapping our arms around our knees, laying your head gently down into angel pose. Just continuing here for a few more breath cycles. And then when you feel ready, just come back up again. Perhaps you'd like to give yourself a gentle self-massage here, waking up the body and giving yourself some love for what your body can do for you. Perhaps thanking your legs for walking, for carrying you, for grounding you to the earth. So coming back into Sukhasana, your spine is long. You're sitting in a comfortable cross-legged position, if you like. or going back onto your chair, or whatever seated pose you choose or you would like to practice today. And just connecting back in to that breath. We're going to practice a pranayama today. Prana and yama, the root of the word is force of life, life force. And it's a breath exercises that can really help to further ground and alleviate stress. And brilliant to kind of connect in with your body and, balance the mind. So today I'd like to practice Brahmari breathing, or hummingbird breath. I love this one because it really reminds me of a time I was hiking in Italy, I think. And we went up this mountain, and there was this beautiful. It was owned by like a sort of explorer and climber. He'd gone up Mount Everest and all sorts of places around the world, but he'd brought back a whole load of beautiful items from Nepal, and he had stored them all in this beautiful. It was almost like a castle on a mountain, but he had created this he'd carved out of this rock in the mountain this beautiful little hole. And there was a sign next to it that said, if you want, you can put your head in the hole and hum. And the idea being that when you hum into a rock, the vibration of that sound and the vibration of that motion as it comes out of your body sort of reflects and comes back to you. And it's beautiful. It sort of feels like there's this sort of tingling on your face because you can feel the sound vibrations coming back onto your head, your face, and the rest of your body. And that really stuck with me. And apparently monks in Nepal, they will do this for hours. But yeah, I'm a singer, so I think sound is just beautiful anyway. And I've noticed over the years that when you sing, you have to, if you really want to create a sound that travels around the room and reflects in different places in the room, you need to use your breath and your diaphragm, and you have to incorporate that movement of your breathing to the words and to the spaces in your song. And so singing can be a beautifully mindful practice. And listening to that vibration and feeling that vibration when you sing is incredibly soothing and really calming. So Brahmari breath is one of my favorites because the concept is that we hum and we use our breath and channel that breath into our voice and expel that and feel the vibration in our bodies as we hum, as we make that sound. So it's a beautiful practice. If you are suffering from any sort of throat condition or anything with your ears, there's variations. And obviously, always, this is an open invitation to try. And if it doesn't resonate with you right now, then you can leave it behind. And if you like, you can come back into Balasana, or the angel pose that I showed you. Balasana is child's pose. So just coming down to the mat, sitting on your legs, bringing your hands forward, and slowly just walking yourself down to the ground, placing your forehead on the mat. So that's Balasana, and that's a beautiful restorative pose, which you can do instead, if that feels better for you. To practice Brahmari breathing, you're going to place your hands in front of you. Here's your thumbs. Your thumbs are going to come just to the small part of your ear. And we're not going to press hard, we're just going to gently just put a little bit of pressure there. And then we're going to spread out our fingers wide. We're going to place them on the back and tops of our head, just as a little bit of support here. Our arms are coming parallel. And if you choose not to, you can also place your hands down by your knees. So this is up to you. And if you have any ear pain or anything like that, also just you can place them on your knees. And then the concept is that we're going to inhale, and on our exhale, we're going to hum. And just continuing for a couple of breath cycles here. Just exploring that sound, exploring that vibration, and seeing how smooth you can channel that sound out of your body with your breath. Inhaling. Just returning back to your normal breath. You can place your hands back down to your knees if they're not already there. And noticing how this feels. See if you can notice any shifts, perhaps in that thoracic cavity, in your chest. Perhaps a shift in energy. Perhaps there's nothing and you're neutral. Whatever it is, just noticing here. We're going to stretch out our arms, because if you've been holding them up, they might feel a little bit like a stretch would be good. So just bring your arms to the left side of your body, and then bring your right arm on top. Classic football stretch. And then exhaling, let's do this on the opposite side. Left arm to our right. I'm sorry, my lefts and rights are atrocious. And the same on the other side here, exhaling. And just coming back down. You can just ease any tension in the shoulders, coming into some shoulder rolls if that feels good. Perhaps you want to do the same with your neck. And if you chose to do Balasana here, and you've come out of this pose slowly, you can maybe come back into a seated pose of your choice and sit for a while. Otherwise, I invite you to try Balasana. So we're going to do a restorative Balasana here. If you still have your blanket, that's totally fine. You can keep that. Or if you'd like to use a blanket, you can do that too. We're going to bring a bolster in front of us, and we're going to come into a seated position with our legs. So just like so, just to show you. So sitting on your legs here. And then we're going to open them wide if that feels comfortable for you. And this is just for the bolster, so you can actually also keep them together if that's better for you and your body at this time. I'm going to use my blanket again, just for some added safety and support. And then we're going to just slowly walk our hands down in front of us. And so if we're using the bolster, our hands are going to fall on top of the bolster when we arrive. So just coming down, placing your hands on the bolster. And otherwise, if you don't have a bolster, or you can also use a cushion, but if you prefer not to, just walking your hands down onto your mat slowly and placing your forehead down on the mat. And this is beautiful if you would like to have that added stretch, added support here. So just coming into this pose, into this asana at your own pace and time. Thanking yourself for coming to the mat today. Showing yourself some self-care and love. And meeting yourself wherever you are right now. Sometimes we can be either running into the future or focused on the past. And so today I challenge you to notice where you are in the present. And wherever you are right now, knowing that right now, in this moment, is exactly where you need to be. There is nothing else happening. There is nowhere you need to go, nowhere you need to be. There is no obligations. Right now, you can surrender yourself to the mat, to the moment, allowing yourself just for this brief amount of time to be. Because breathing, being here, that's enough. That is plenty. Connecting with your heartbeat here, if you like. Noticing the rhythms of your body, the rhythms of your breath. Noticing your body as it sinks down into the earth, into the ground beneath you. When you're ready, just slowly walking yourself up with your hands, grounding into the earth as you bring yourself up, rooting yourself. You're going to place the bolster or your cushion to the side of your mat, coming back into a seated position. And then we're going to actually come down to the floor for Shavasana, or corpse pose, for the final shape of today's practice. And in yoga we always start with Shavasana and we end with Shavasana. Sometimes we start with, easy pose or Sukhasana if you want. And this is a beautiful way of reminding ourselves of our mortality, I suppose, and our lived experience on the earth, and time is finite. So it's all about enjoying that, really, I suppose. I don't know. But it's a beautiful one to surrender, to release, to let go. So to practice, we're going to bring our feet to the edges of our mat. We're going to slowly lie down whenever you arrive. And this is great in the morning because it just kind of feels like we're going to go back to bed for that extra snooze. And you can place your hands by your sides, or if you like, you can place them on your abdomen. Wherever they fall is fine. And just having a little look up just to check your alignment if you like. Just getting comfortable here, finding whatever works. And today we're going to practice a beautiful technique called Jacobson's technique. I think otherwise known as tension or release exercise. It's brilliant for letting go of any additional tension that you might be feeling in your body. So if it feels good to you at this time, it involves squeezing a body part as hard as you can and then releasing it and noticing the sensation afterwards. If this feels good for you today, I invite you to try. We're going to start with our faces, which is always the most entertaining, I suppose, as a yoga teacher, because everyone makes these funny faces. And it's a great one just to have a bit of a laugh and not take yourself so seriously. So we're going to squeeze our muscles in our face to make the funniest expression we can today. Inhaling and squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeezing all the muscles in your face into the funniest expression you can make for yourself here. And release, letting all that tension go. And squeezing once more. And release. Let's do this with our shoulders here, squeezing them up. Squeeze, 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 squeezing, squeezing, and releasing. Squeezing your shoulders and releasing. Let's do this with our arms. Squeezing your arms, rolling your hands into fists, squeezing everything as much as possible, and release. Squeezing, squeezing your hands, squeezing your shoulders and your arms, your upper arms, your lower arms, and releasing. Let's squeeze that upper body, squeezing into your chest, into your upper body. Your shoulders, shoulder blades, squeeze and release. Let's do this for your abdomen, squeezing your abdomen here, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze and release. Squeeze, squeeze and release. We're going to do this for your pelvis, squeezing, squeezing and release. Squeezing all the muscles around this area and release. Coming to your legs, your upper and your lower, squeezing your legs and releasing them. Squeezing your legs here and release. Let's go and bring our awareness to our feet here, squeezing your feet. Squeezing them, squeezing your toes, your ankles, your heels, your balls of your feet, and release. Squeezing and release. And then just returning to your breath. Noting how the body feels. Breathing into your body. We're going to recall our sankalpa, our intention for today's practice here. And whatever that was for you, just repeating to yourself now. You can repeat out loud in your head, whatever feels good. Today, I'm going to soften the inner critic. For today, I'm going to bring myself some extra love. Whatever that is for you. Allowing your body to melt into the mat. Releasing. Grounding, rooting to the earth. And allowing that sankalpa that you've set to almost set into the earth with you. Rooting it into your morning, your day. One last big breath here. If you like, you can continue to lie here for another couple of minutes. Otherwise, I invite you to roll onto your side, ground your hand into the earth, and use that to anchor you as you come back up into a seated position on your mat. We're going to bring our hands all the way up and come down. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today in this morning practice. And I will see you again soon.